If you weren't so hot, I would have got rid of you a long time ago.
In 2023, Justin Bieber shocked the world by selling off his entire music catalog for a jaw-dropping $200 million. Most people would call that a total win money stacked for generations. But soon after, fans started side-eyeing his moves, wondering, what really went down? Why does Justin look so drained, zoned out, and barely showing up at public events? It's got folks scratching their heads. He's been ghosting big events, putting projects on ice, and barely dropping any new tracks. Meanwhile, the spotlight's all on his wife, Hailey, as she steps out solo again and again. Media outlets have started whispering that something shady might be bubbling behind closed doors. This ain't the first time Justin's faded from the public eye, but this moment feels way more intense. It hits different because this is happening after he scored everything, stacks of cash, a dream marriage, and now a colossal payday. Instead of leveling up to stability, the same messy patterns from his darkest days are creeping back in. It's like deja vu but with even more at stake. And to really figure out how Justin ended up in this place, maybe he didn't just sell his music, but also lost that spark, that drive to keep pushing forward. Was it worth it after all? Justin's rise to fame didn't just happen out of nowhere. There was always a machine behind him pulling the strings. And now, after cashing out, he might be left wondering what he really has left. He got built up into one of the hottest, most money-making pop stars of his time, straight manufactured for profit. Scooter Braun spotted him on YouTube when he was just 13 and wasted no time dragging him into the big leagues. From that moment on, the industry sharks took over. Powerful bosses from Brown to Usher to the major labels saw nothing but dollar signs in this teenage viral heartthrob. By the time he was 16, Justin was performing for the freaking Obamas. At 18, he was swimming in tens of millions, but behind the scenes, it was a storm brewing. The paparazzi were hounding him nonstop, tour had him running on fumes, and he couldn't catch even a moment of real privacy. All that chaos slammed together and built up some serious pressure on the kid. No wonder he started snapping fights, legal headaches, acting out left and right. The tabloids branded him Hollywood's problem child in big, bold letters. "What's wrong with your face?" they'd yell, chasing him around. From 2013 to 2015, the media turned his breakdown into their main event, feasting on every slip-up, drug use, DUIs, arrests. They ate it all up like a twisted reality show. Justin's downward spiral was front-page gold, and no matter how hard his team tried to shield him, the damage was already showing. Burnout had its claws in him, and it was clear those demons would keep haunting him for years to come. After years of messy headlines, Justin finally hit pause and stepped way back. He got into treatments, went public with apologies, and tried to piece together a new image. But what most fans don't really see is just how close to the edge he actually was. In his own documentary, Justin spilled the chilling truth. His drug use got so wild that his security team had to check his pulse at night just to make sure he was still breathing. He admitted he was deep in addiction, mixing up everything from lean to pills to even harder stuff. Scooter Braun, his manager, later confirmed they were terrified every single day that Justin might not wake up. That's how dark it got. His 2015 album, Purpose, gave him a quick comeback, winning back some praise and stacking up huge sales, but it was only a patch, not a fix. In 2018, he married Hailey Baldwin, and the whole world saw it as his fresh starter way to calm the madness and build some stability. But even though the public image looked squeaky clean, you could still see the cracks. In 2020, he let everyone know he was battling Lyme disease and heavy anxiety. Those interviews showed he was still carrying major trauma from blowing up so young. Justin came right out and admitted he felt lost, struggling to find any purpose beyond the superstar grind. That confession, it hit hard. It made everyone wonder if he ever really got to heal, or if the industry chewed him up and left him trying to rebuild from nothing. What most fans didn't catch was that these wild moments weren't just random slip-ups, they were red flags. That so-called stability everyone thought Justin had locked down was way shakier than it looked. And that shaky ground came crashing back into view once the money started rolling in bigger than ever. Early in 2023, Justin shocked the game by selling off his entire music catalog to Hipgnosis Songs Capital for a mind-blowing $200 million. Every single track he dropped before 2022 gone. They painted the move as a genius business play, a young superstar cashing out while his catalog was still hot. But let's be real, selling off your life's work at 28? That ain't the usual superstar blueprint, especially for someone who is still riding high as an active artist. Insiders started whispering that maybe Bieber was pushed by health struggles, burnout, and just wanting to get far away from the industry chaos for good. Others threw shade on the situation with Scooter Braun, who had already bagged $1.1 billion selling his own company. Maybe Justin felt trapped in a business hustle he didn't trust anymore. And sure, that huge payout locked in money for life, but did it also crush his last spark of creative fire? Folks can't help but wonder if he sold more than just his songs that day. Maybe he gave up the only thing that kept him feeling alive in the first place. Because when you cash out your entire legacy for a fat lump sum, what's really left to light that fire to keep creating? Since Justin made that massive deal, people have been worried. Paparazzi shots show him looking straight up uncomfortable, spaced out, and disconnected. He's been skipping the big industry parties where all his peers are still shining like stars. Even his old safe space of hitting up church services has turned into something he barely shows up for anymore. Rumors of drug use are popping back up thanks to his shaky body language and zoned-out vibes. Nothing's been proven, but the internet is eating it up, dissecting every single clip and pushing the story that Justin is spiraling again. And it doesn't stop there, his marriage has been catching heat too. Hailey has stepped up big time, running her own brand deals and working the media spotlight so low. Hi Vogue, I'm Hailey Bieber. While Justin fades into the background more and more, reporters can't help but wonder if that's just how they roll or if something deeper and messier is brewing behind closed doors. It's got everyone talking, guessing if Justin really has peace, watching his whole world slip right through his fingers, and through every twist and turn, Justin stays mostly silent. Fans might be stuck on his strange behavior, but no one wants to talk about the real machine behind his downfall. From day one, Justin was treated like a product, not a person controlled by managers, labels, and investors who only saw dollar signs. Every single scandal turned into a cash grab, every so-called comeback carefully planned out. And now, even his latest breakdown is making bank through headlines and clicks. That $200 million catalog deal, it wasn't just a check, it was handing over total control. Now, investment firms own his entire legacy and will keep raking in profits whether Justin ever sets foot in a studio again or not. In a twisted way, this was always where he was headed, monetized since he was a kid, used up, then cashed out. Justin didn't vanish, he crashed hard, and instead of peace after the payout, it looks like those same demons came crawling right back to haunt him. Fame, stacks of money, and a high-profile marriage couldn't build a strong enough wall to protect him from the pressure that's been crushing him since day one. With his songs sold off, his appearances fading, and the internet breaking down, his every move, Justin might be living through one of the ugliest, rawest truths about modern celebrity that the world will cheer you on while you burn out. Just to keep the clicks coming, if you want to keep digging into these wild celebrity stories, you have to subscribe to No Filter. We're dropping celebrity gossip videos every single day, no breaks. So don't forget to like, share, and comment.